Hey everyone, this is Squealer642 coming back to you with a little LG Optimus V on Virgin Mobile unboxing and a little bit of a review. It's actually a really neat phone. I actually have had it for about 3 months now, and I just decided to pull the packaging back out and do a little unboxing video. So let's jump right in. So you can see we have this little box. It has kind of a soft touch feeling to it. It feels like an expensive box actually. It's kind of strange. I don't know. Here you can actually see all the pricing options. They've actually bumped it up to 35, 45, and 55, I think. I'm not sure. I'll check on that. Might want to check that out. I'll post a link in the description. Just basic info, just telling you what all it can do. Pandora, Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, Yahoo, YouTube, that kind of thing. You know what Android phones can do. Here's the actual phone right here. Android 2.2 Froyo, 3.2 megapixel camera, and also a 3.2 megapixel or inch touchscreen. Sorry. It is capable of 3G data and Wi-Fi, so you're not going to be lacking any data anywhere. On the back, just a little info about the Android market. Sorry, it's a little out of focus, but and actually Virgin Mobile is owned by Sprint, if you can see that. And so when you're using a Virgin Mobile phone, you're actually getting Sprint service. You just actually don't have the priority that Sprint customers do that are paying $70, $80, $90 a month for their plans. So if you don't live in a huge inner city area, like I remember I went to New York about 2 months ago, and I had it wasn't ridiculously slow, but it was pretty slow coverage. So I'm opening it up, just put this aside. So here we have the actual phone. Hello. Let's open this up. Okay, so here we have the phone. It's relatively small, not the lightest phone in the world for its size, but it does feel good in your hand. It has kind of a soft touch finish on it. You can see with Google and LG right down here. You have your micro USB, micro USB charging port. I don't know really what that's called. Micro USB A. On the front you have your soft touch buttons. They're actually, if you can hear that, they're actual buttons, which is one of the things I actually absolutely love about this phone. Is because, like, I know with the Evo I've played around with it a bunch, but when you're holding it in your hand playing, say like a game, you can accidentally touch the buttons, and it's really annoying, and it annoys the crap out of me. So like, I actually love that about this phone, because you actually have to knowingly push the button to get it to go home or back or menu or search. You have your lock button on the top of the phone as usual. Actually on the Triumph it's on the side. I thought that was odd. Your 3.5mm headphone jack right here, and the volume rocker is actually on the right side of the phone, and I know that's kind of unusual, but believe me, it's not as bad as you would think. It's actually nice having it on the right. I can't really explain why, but it just works. For any of you that think that might be a concern, you have your 3.2 megapixel camera on the back, and your micro SD card slot. And I've actually bought well, I'm not going to bother getting it out of there, but I actually bought an 8GB micro SD card slot, or a micro SD card, and it works great. So I guess let's go ahead and turn that on. You can see it has a little boot up logo thing. Okay, well, while that's loading, let's set that right there. Hear it booting up. Actually, I forgot to mention the rest of the contents of the box of the phone. So let's go ahead and do that. Really nothing out of the ordinary. You have your charger. I actually lost my charger at my friend's house haven't gotten it back yet, so that's not going to be in here. You have your literature, terms of service agreement, nothing much. There's really not that much in here. There's a little micro SD card reader adapter thing, if you can see that. And you actually put your SD card in the adapter to take or remove files off your computer through the SD card slot. The charger and the USB cable for the charger are actually included in here, but I don't have those, unfortunately. That's one of the reasons why I mentioned this. So yeah, resume. While that's booting, I actually found this on a website called newegg.com, if you don't already know about it. But this is actually a solar charger for USB devices. And what it does is it'll take solar power, or you can plug it into a wall, and it has this little wall outlet prong thing that folds into the side of it, nice and compact. But it'll actually charge up the battery that's inside this. It's a 100 milliamp I don't really know much about batteries, but it does have a battery in it, and I know it will charge my phone up all the way at least once on a charge. So it's actually a really neat device, and it has a little battery indicator there, if you can see that. Red, yellow, and green. And it's actually really neat, and the thing I like about it, I don't really have to have a car charger for my phone. I can really just charge it up in the car, and when I'm done, I can just set it on the dashboard, and it'll actually charge itself up. It's actually really nice. You can pick one of these up for about 70 bucks on Newegg, and they have different versions of it depending on your device. So this one's made for cell phones and such. You can get versions of this for the iPad and larger devices as well. But I will also post a link in the description to this on Newegg as well. So putting that aside, so here we have the phone, and actually I can just do it this way. So we have the LG Optimus here, and you can do the annoying little Android lock thing where you have to draw the pattern, but I find it annoying, especially when you're texting and unlocking your phone every 5 minutes, so that's kind of annoying. So let's go ahead and unlock. And here you can see my home screen. So, the camera's not really picking it up too well, but I'll do my best. So, here's my home screen. You can see I have all my different widgets and such. I'm actually using Launcher Pro, or yeah, that's what it's called, and it actually enhances your home screen, like widget speed and such, so that the transitions are a little better, if you can see that. How it actually has a little bit of it's actually a little faster. And so yeah, that's the home screen. You can actually slide, just a little Android overview. If you don't already know, on an Android phone you can actually slide the top status bar down when you're in any app or anything, and it'll actually show you all of the messages and everything that you have on your phone. So like Facebook update messages will show up here. Text, you'll get a little icon at the top. It's actually really neat, and I cannot tell you how nice it is compared to the iPhone having that feature. That feature alone would make me want to stick with Android instead of having those annoying push notifications, or whatever you want to call them, those pop-ups that interrupt you every time you are in a game or anything like that. I find that really annoying. You have your little drawer here of all of your apps, and let's see, that's pretty much it. Oh, the other cool thing about Android, it works really well on this phone. You can actually use your voice to do a lot of the things on this phone. Like you can do voice commands like pushing the, here, let me see if I can do it. So you can do this, and then you can actually tell it what to do, and it's not recognizing what I'm saying because I'm not actually telling it to do anything. But you can tell it what to do, and it'll actually pick up your voice and pick from a variety of different commands that you can tell it to do, and it'll actually text people, call people, it'll open apps for you. It's really neat. And it'll also Google search for you. It's really Android is really an amazing platform for cell phones. I'm really glad Google has done so well on this. This has been another video from Squealer642. If you like it, go ahead and like it in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.